Some of you are frustrated because you prayed for it, worked for it, cried over it, sacrificed for it, and it still hasn't shown up. You're looking at your life like, God, I did everything right. Why am I still here? But listen to me carefully. Delay does not mean denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It means you're being prepared for something you don't even have the capacity to hold yet. See, we love the blessing, but we don't always love the process that makes us strong enough to carry it. You want the platform, but you're not ready for the pressure. You want the success, but you're not prepared for the responsibility. You want the breakthrough, but you haven't built the endurance to maintain it. So what feels like God holding you back is actually God building you up. Because if He gave it to you too early, it wouldn't bless you, it would break you. Think about it. Muscles don't grow when you rest. They grow when they're under tension. Diamonds aren't formed in comfort. They're formed under extreme pressure. So why do we think our lives are supposed to develop in ease? The waiting season is not wasted time. It's weight room time. It's conditioning. It's where your character gets stronger than your circumstances. Some of you are being protected from opportunities that look good but aren't God's best. You're crying over doors that closed, not realizing those doors would have led you into rooms you weren't ready to survive in. Sometimes God will slow you down because He sees dangers ahead that you can't see from where you stand. What feels like rejection is often redirection. What feels like punishment is often protection. And let me say this, preparation doesn't always feel productive. You don't get applause for growing in private. Nobody cheers when you're waking up early, staying disciplined, fixing your mindset, healing from pain, building habits, and doing the invisible work. But that's where the foundation is poured, and anything built without a foundation doesn't stand when storms come. You're not behind in life, you're not forgotten, you're not disqualified, you're in development, and development is uncomfortable because it stretches you beyond who you used to be. God is more concerned with who you are becoming than what you are receiving. Because if you become the right person, the right things won't destroy you when they arrive. Stop comparing your timeline to someone else's highlight reel. You don't know what they skipped, what they sacrificed, or what they're secretly struggling to sustain. Your journey is custom built. Your timing is intentional. What's meant for you requires a version of you that doesn't exist yet. And that version is being forged right now through the waiting, the discipline, the setbacks, and the silence. So instead of asking, why is this taking so long? Start asking, who am I becoming while I wait? Because when the moment finally comes, you won't just receive the blessing, you'll be ready to keep it. And when you're truly ready, what's meant for you won't just arrive, it will fit. Some of you think you're being buried, but you're actually being planted. There's a difference. When you're buried, it feels dark, lonely, suffocating. Nobody sees you. Nobody applauds you. Nobody even checks on you. But a seed has to go underground before it ever breaks through the surface. That pain you're feeling is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your growth. You keep asking, why me? Why this pain? Why this struggle? But what if the struggle isn't against you? What if it's for you? What if every disappointment, every betrayal, every sleepless night is building a strength inside you that comfort never could? Weak people don't survive pressure. Unprepared people don't handle responsibility. So life turns up the heat, not to destroy you, but to develop you. Pressure reveals what's inside. When everything is easy, anybody can smile, anybody can believe, anybody can stay positive. But when your back is against the wall, when the money is low, when the support disappears, when the door slams shut in your face, that's when your real character shows up. That's when you discover whether your faith was talk or truth. And let me tell you something. The pain you hate today is producing the power you'll need tomorrow. You don't build resilience by winning all the time. You build it by getting knocked down and choosing to stand back up again. Every tear you cried in private is watering something in your spirit. Every time you wanted to quit but didn't, you added another layer of strength that nobody can take from you. Stop looking at your scars as signs of damage. They are proof of survival. They are evidence that what tried to break you failed. And one day, those same scars will become someone else's roadmap out of darkness. Your story is not just about you. It's about the people who will see your strength and realize they can survive too. See, pain has a way of stripping away illusions. It shows you who's real, what matters, and how strong you actually are. It humbles you, sharpens you, and forces you to grow in ways comfort never would. Nobody asks for storms, but storms build sailors, not sunny days. And when you've survived enough storms, you stop fearing the waves because you know you've already endured worse. Some of you lost people you thought you couldn't live without. Some of you watched dreams fall apart right in front of your eyes. Some of you gave your best and still got rejected. But hear me, loss creates space, space for growth. Space for new opportunities, space for the person you're becoming to finally step forward. Your struggle is not random. It is positioning. It is aligning you with a future that requires more strength than you had before. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. Because when the weight of your blessing finally lands on your shoulders, it will require the muscle that only hardship can build. So don't waste your pain by resenting it. Use it, let it teach you, let it toughen you, let it deepen your faith instead of destroying it. Because the very thing that feels like it's breaking you is actually constructing a version of you that cannot be broken. And one day, you won't just say you survived the storm, you'll realize the storm is what made you strong enough to walk into your destiny. Some of you are tired because you've been doing the right thing and nothing seems to be changing. You've been praying, working, believing, showing up, staying disciplined, and still no results. No breakthrough, no visible progress, and the hardest part isn't the work, it's the silence. It's waking up every day, giving your best, and feeling like heaven hit the mute button on your life. But listen to me. Faith is not proven when things are moving. Faith is proven when nothing is moving and you keep going anyway. Anybody can grind when they see rewards. Anybody can stay motivated when doors are opening. But can you keep showing up when the door stays shut? Can you keep planting seeds when you don't see a single sprout breaking through the ground? Because real faith is not emotional. It's not hype. It's not based on feelings. Real faith is disciplined consistency in the absence of evidence. You don't stop working just because you can't see the harvest yet. Farmers don't dig up seeds every day to check if they're growing. They trust the process. They water the soil. They protect the field. They wait through seasons that look empty on the surface but are full of activity underneath. And that's where some of you are right now. Underground progress, invisible development, silent transformation. Stop measuring your life only by what you can see. Just because it's not visible doesn't mean it's not happening. Your mindset is shifting, your habits are forming, your endurance is increasing, your character is strengthening. You're becoming the kind of person who can handle what you asked for. Because if success showed up before your discipline did, it wouldn't last. And let me be real with you, there will be days you don't feel like believing, days you don't feel strong, days you question everything. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. What matters is what you do next. Do you sit down in doubt, or do you stand up in faith? Do you wait for motivation, or do you move with purpose even when motivation is nowhere to be found? Faith is action without applause. It's waking up early when nobody is watching. It's staying focused when distractions are louder than your dreams. It's choosing growth over comfort again and again until discipline becomes your default setting. Because feelings fluctuate, but commitment creates results. Some of you are waiting to feel confident before you act, but confidence comes from action, not the other way around. You build belief by keeping promises to yourself. Every time you show up when it's hard, every time you finish what you started, every time you push past excuses, you deposit evidence into your own spirit that says, I can do this. And that evidence becomes unshakable faith. You don't need signs to start. You don't need guarantees to move. You don't need perfect conditions to grow. All you need is the willingness to keep going when quitting would be easier. Because the truth is, most people don't fail because they're incapable, they fail because they stop too soon. They abandon the process right before the breakthrough. They walk away while the miracle is already in motion. What if the only thing standing between you and the life you want is a little more endurance? What if your breakthrough is not about doing something new, but about refusing to stop doing what's already working slowly? Greatness is not built in one dramatic moment. It's built in thousands of ordinary moments where you choose discipline over doubt. So keep working, keep believing, keep preparing, keep growing in the dark. Let people misunderstand your quiet season. Let them underestimate your slow progress. Because when the results finally show, they will look sudden to everyone else. But you will know it was built day by day, choice by choice, step by step. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the next step. You just need enough faith to move forward one more day, one more effort, one more attempt, one more prayer, one more push. Because faith isn't about seeing first. It's about moving first. And if you refuse to stop, what you can't see today will become what nobody can ignore tomorrow. Some of you are worried that you missed your moment. You think you're too late, too old, too broken, too far behind. You're looking at other people winning and wondering if your chance already passed you by. But hear me, what's meant for you is not on a human schedule. It's not controlled by trends, opinions, or other people's timelines. When your time comes, it won't need permission, it won't need approval, and it won't need perfect conditions. It will move with a force that makes obstacles irrelevant. You've been stressing over closed doors, not realizing that the right door doesn't just open. It swings wide in a way nobody can shut. You won't have to beg for access. You won't have to shrink yourself to fit in. You won't have to chase people who don't see your value. When it's truly your time, alignment replaces struggle. Things that once resisted you start cooperating with you. Opportunities find you, connections appear, resources show up, not because you got lucky, but because preparation finally met purpose. Some of you have been fighting battles you were never meant to win because you were early. Timing matters. Even the strongest seed cannot grow in the wrong season. Put it in frozen ground and it dies. Put it in the right season and it multiplies. That's why comparing your journey to someone else's will drain your faith. You don't know their season and they don't know yours. Winter for one person might be harvest for another. And let me say something that will set somebody free. What's yours cannot be stolen by someone else. People can delay you, doubt you, overlook you, even try to block you, but they cannot cancel what was designed specifically for your life. No one can outwork destiny that has your name on it. You don't need to sabotage others to rise. You don't need to panic when someone else succeeds. Your opportunity is not a limited supply that runs out if someone else gets theirs first. Some of you think your mistakes disqualified you. You replay your past like it's evidence that you're not worthy of a future. But if failure could cancel destiny, nobody would make it. Your setbacks didn't erase your purpose. They educated you for it. They gave you wisdom you couldn't learn in comfort. They gave you humility, perspective, resilience. And when your moment arrives, you'll step into it with depth instead of arrogance, gratitude instead of entitlement. What's powerful about divine timing is that it doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes you. By the time it happens, you're not the same person who first asked for it. You've grown, you've matured. You've been refined by waiting, by pain, by discipline, by faith. So when the blessing shows up, it doesn't overwhelm you. It fits you, and here's the part most people don't talk about. Sudden success is rarely sudden. It's the visible explosion of invisible years. People will say you came out of nowhere, not knowing you were grinding in obscurity, learning in silence, building in darkness, healing in private. They will call you lucky because they didn't see the nights you doubted yourself, but kept going anyway. So stop obsessing over when it will happen and focus on who you are becoming before it happens. Because timing is not just about the opportunity arriving, it's about you being ready to sustain it once it does. If you rush the process, you might reach the top without the stability to stay there. Your job is not to force the door. Your job is to prepare for the room, grow your mindset, strengthen your discipline, deepen your faith, sharpen your skills, become undeniable, not impatient. Because when preparation reaches its peak, opportunity doesn't just knock, it recognizes you. And when that moment finally arrives, it won't feel chaotic, it will feel right, not easy, but right. Not perfect, but aligned. You won't have to wonder if it's yours, you'll know. Because when it's truly your time, nothing can stop what was already set in motion for you. And when your season comes, you won't need to chase it. It will find you ready.